So we'll start from the critical success factor. CSFs are those few things that must go well to ensure success for a manager or an organization. So what is like CSF? See, if you take any company, there are like certain areas which the company has to do really well. Okay, if you take a company like McDonald's, they have to produce the food at a good taste, at a good quality. The customer service has to be like really good. Okay, so these are the essential things that matter for the company. They might do certain things wrong here and there. They can buy a poor quality raw material somewhere, do mistakes in their accounting. Those are like not critical areas, but there are certain things which the company has to do really well to ensure that they are successful. So those areas are called as critical success factors. So we are not speaking in terms of departments. We are speaking in terms of the the activities that has to be done well. So CSF, they represent those managerial or enterprise area that must be given special and continual attention. So in terms of the quality, the taste and customer service, McDonald's has to give attention to these areas here, and they have to give it a special attention and they have to continuously do it. As a common point of reference, CSFs help everyone in the team to know exactly what's most important. So every employee in McDonald's should focus on these three things. So they can do certain things wrongly in some other areas, but these three areas in terms of the quality, taste and customer service, they have to be absolutely perfect. So everyone in the company knows that these are the critical areas. And this helps people perform their own work in the right context and so pull together toward the same overall aim. So everyone knows what has to be given special importance. So everyone in the company, from the CEO till the last level of the employee at the station, everyone knows that what are the things the company stands for and what are the activities the company has to do way better. So this is what we tell about CSF. So we'll move on to the KPIs. So what is a KPI? A set of quantifiable measures that the company or industry uses to gauge or compare performance in terms of meeting their strategic and operational goals. So what it is? So once we have identified certain areas that these are the most important areas in our company or these are the important activities in our company, we just can't say that these are just our important activities. We have to measure how well we are doing in such activity. For example, in terms of quality or in terms of the taste and in terms of customer service. So how can we measure on these items? So in terms of the quality, we have to measure in terms of rating the customer would give for the quality. In terms of taste, our customers are buying the same product again and again. And in terms of customer service, are they happy with the company or what is the level of repeat customers? So there are like not one way to measure activity. We can measure it in several manner. Okay, but for every CSF there should be a KPI. A company must establish its critical success factors and then choose the KPIs which best reflect those goals. So first to find out what are the areas you have to do well, then find out how you are going to measure it. KPIs vary between companies and industries depending on their priorities or performance criteria, also referred to as key success indicators. So we can't say that a company like McDonald's, okay, and Pizza Hut might have the same kind of KPIs. No, the KPIs and CSF differs from companies to companies. So similar companies might have the same KPIs or similar KPIs, but we can't have one single set of KPI with which we can measure all the companies. For example, we can use net profit to find out which is the best company, but we can't use one single KPI to find out which is the best company, because there are like it is a very unique thing. So we can't have one single KPI for all the companies. A company's KPI will also be stated in its annual report. So when you go through an annual report, you will find out what are their critical success factors and KPIs. But usually in an annual report, you won't find the name critical success factor or key performance indicator. They might have their own word usage. So the words might be different, but you can easily pick out what are the CSF and KPIs of a company. So we will have an example for the CSF and for the KPI. So we will apply an example of Ola or Uber. So you pause this video, okay, and you try to do this example. The example is this: you try to find out what are the 5 factors which influence the success of a ride sharing app like Ola or Uber or any other ride sharing app that you use in your country. Okay, list out 5 factors. So I have listed out the 5 and we will discuss about the same. So the first one is the app accessed. When you want to book a ride through a ride sharing app, first of all, the app should open. Once the app opens, then the car should be available. How long does it take for the car to arrive to your destination, and what is the fare? How the driver is going to behave, and what are the safety in terms of the driver related things. Okay, so these are the 5 areas which are very important for a customer. So only when these 5 factors are like working really well, someone will take a ride with the ride sharing company. So these are the CSF, the areas which the company has to do really well. We will now move on to the KPIs. How can we measure it? We can measure the app accessed. Okay, assume that you are opening the app. We can find out the percentage of app crashes. So we can find out that opening of the app is a really crucial thing. The app should open and the app should function. Okay, when you use the app should not crash. So how do you find out the crashes? So the company will find out through this kind of a ratio: total number of the app crashing while using the app divided by the total number of usage. So assume that out of around some 10,000 people who are accessing the app, okay, and some 100 people's app are like crashing, then it means that 1% is the percentage of app crash. So what could be the KPI for availability of cabs? We can find out through this metric. As this company is a IT company, it's an information technology based company, okay, they can get this kind of information easily. Number of cabs available per kilometer. So they know the total number of cabs which are available and where they are like positioned. So they can find out through radius wise how many cabs are available in a particular location. Because when you want a cab, that cab should be available nearby. Time and fare. The number of complaints regarding time taken and fare. So if a customers usually give a preference to the time and the fare. They don't want to wait for a long time and they don't want to be excessively charged. So we can find out whether they are happy with this with regards to the total number of complaints which the company has received with regards to time taken and the fare collected. How can we'll move on to the next one. How can we find out the driver behavior? How well the driver is behaving? We can find out through the star rating which we give at the end of a ride. And in terms of safety, whether the driver is safely bringing you from the point of origin to your destination, whether he is like safely bringing you to your destination, that we can measure through percentage of unsafe incidents, that is total number of unsafe incidents where the driver tries to steal from you or like that, divided by the total number of rides. Okay, assume that there are like 10,000 cabs being taken in a day and around some 100 issues have been like reported, then it means that 1% of the entire unsafe incidents have occurred. So this is our KPI. See, this CSF is things which the company has to do really well. In order to find out whether we are doing it really well or not, we have to measure it. So we have the KPIs too. But having the CSF and the KPI alone will not help you get anywhere, because here in terms of apps crashed, we have to reduce the apps crashed. In terms of number of cabs available per kilometer, we have to increase it. We have to reduce the number of complaints. We have to increase the star rating. We have to reduce the percentage of unsafe incidents. How can we do it? That is the question. So that can be done through effects on operation. So we'll start from the first one. Just because of measuring the apps crash, nothing will happen. But something will happen only when you link this percentage to some employee in the company. So this should be linked to the IT department of the company. So we have to say that if this percentage is going to increase, your salary will be cut. If you are going to reduce the number of app crashes, we will give you an incentive. So you have to link the KPI with the incentive, with the reward or a punishment. Then only the people working in IT department will actively reduce the number of percentage of app crashes. That will increase that the apps are running smoothly. Okay, so we plan it in this manner, but it actually works in the other way. Okay, so you think about this. We have to increase the availability of cab. We measure it through the number of cabs available per kilometer. What do we do now? How can we ensure that more cabs are available per kilometer? We have to trying to bring optimal number of cabs per kilometer. So we have to give incentives to more people to come, more drivers to come and work for Ola or Uber. So we have to give more payment to drivers so that they come onto the system here. So that we can do. How can we reduce the number of complaints regarding time taken and fare? Usually this is linked to the software. The time the car takes to reach your place and the fare is automatically calculated by the software. So there's some mistake in terms of the software, so that software has to be tweaked. Again, the software is under the control of the IT department, so they have to tweak it in such a way. But this software is not similar to the IT. Here it is the coding department or the programming department which is involved, but here it is the business analytics department or business analysis department which is involved. So driver behavior, we have to give more. In order to improve the driver behavior, we measure it through star rating. How can we increase the star rating? We have to say the higher the star a driver gets, he will get some kind of a reward. The lower the star he gets, he will be punished for it. So we have to link it. So every driver in the Ola or Uber will try to increase the number of stars because they are getting a higher reward if they get a higher star. Because they get a higher star, they have to work properly and behave properly, and when they behave properly, the customers are happy. So the last one is driver safety and percentage of unsafe incidents. This should be linked to the HR department, because the HR departments are the one who recruit the drivers. So HR should recruit drivers who are really good in nature. So that HR has to ensure that they are recruiting good drivers. So that when we link this, the HR has an incentive to recruit only good drivers. If we recruit good drivers, the percentage of unsafe incidents will fall down. If the unsafe incidents fall down, customers will feel very safe and they will take more rides with the company. You can reach me at my website wowacademics.com, or you can also see my Quora answers. I am active in LinkedIn and in Facebook page, so you can visit at these places. If you just type Shyam Prasad and Wow Academics, you will get all these links in Google search itself. And if you like this video, give a like, share to your friends, and if you feel that any points we have missed in this video, you can post it. We will try to give an answer to you in the comment section itself, or we'll also create another video for you. So thank you for watching our video.